Hi, this is Neily on Nutrition. I'm with Sharon Palmer, author of the Plant-Powered Diet, and we're talking about her inspiration and why she wrote the book. And I wanted to talk about the levels of vegetarians, because I think it's interesting to know the broad spectrum that people can be as far as when it comes to plants and animal products.
Right. I think that's a really interesting point because there is a broad spectrum. Mm-hmm. The definition of a plant-based diet is one that focuses on plant foods.
Okay.
So that means you could still include moderate amounts of meat. Mm-hmm. But in America, we're eating 3 times the global rate of meat.
Wow.
So we really have some room to make some improvements because it's really not that good for your health when you're eating that much meat because it's high in saturated fat and dietary cholesterol. So by shifting a little bit more to a plant-based diet, it could be something like just having maybe a vegetarian meal once a week, like Meatless Monday. And also it includes lacto-ovo-vegetarian diets.
Right.
Which would be diets that include dairy products and eggs.
And
then the very far side of the spectrum would be a vegan diet,
right,
which is no animal foods whatsoever.
Exactly.
No dairy, no eggs, just plant foods.
Right. I teach, and when I tell my students that I'm a flexitarian, they look at me like I've got 3 eyes. You know, it's like, but there is such a thing as a flexitarian, which, you know, I eat mostly a plant-based diet, but, you know, I'll eat some red meat occasionally. So
right,
people don't have to be 100%. But you say that there are benefits just from moving from one level to another?
That's correct. You can. Some recent studies just came out that showed that if you just went from a completely non-vegetarian diet, where you ate, you know, a Western-style diet with large amounts of meat, and shifted to what they called a semi-vegetarian diet, where you're reducing your meat and eating a couple of plant-based meals during the week, you could reduce your risk of all those diseases, such as heart disease, diabetes. You could lower your cholesterol level. So I think that's a really great option for people who don't want to give it up altogether.
Sure.
You know, shopping, we think, oh, what's for dinner? We think chicken or fish or beef, and sometimes we should start thinking like the vegetable or the whole grain.
Right.
You know, and even the dietary guidelines and the USDA right now, the recent recommendation is that 3/4 of your plate should be plant food.
Right.
So even that supports this whole message of eating more plant foods.
Right, exactly. Great messages, really great. Thanks for watching Neily on Nutrition, and we'll see you in the next video with Sharon Palmer.